There's your warning.
I gotta find Rose's
Good one.
character thing. Where on earth is your PC label?
I ate it.
Don't do that.
Nom nom nom.
I was hungry.
Should be the bottom
Pardon
corner
me.
right here. Just eat it, right?
Yeah. Wait, so are we using Roll20 then today?
I'm hoping so.
Hmm.
But with the technical difficulties we've been having, I guess we will see.
I might struggle.
I fixed one.
Kind of. It's still not great.
Oh no.
It's bad.
We're having the time of our lives. Woo 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 woo.
Oh.
Well.
For some reason, all I could think when I did that was da 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 da.
Done. Yeah.
Okay, I need to make sure I'm in player view for this, which I think I am. Yeah, join as player. I think that's the only one I need to have open. I kind of have notes. Speaking of notes, give me 1 second. Boop, 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 boop. Ba, 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 da, ba, ba.
Oh, no. Why did I do that?
I feel like it's gonna be a very poor night.
We were doing so well. Hi, Screeching Shadows. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Screeching shadows.
Yeah, that's their username.
Oh,
Kinda cool.
That is
yeah.
kind of cool.
Kind of terrifying.
Kinda terrifying. Yeah.
Just saying, if Shadow screeched at me, I think, yeah, no, I would die right then and there.
Says the Grave Cleric.
Well, okay, Kalina would be fine. Paige would not.
I'd be very scared.
Got a Snickers commercial.
You're not you when you're hungry.
I was actually saying to, when you lose a game, you can take a Snickers and you can get right back in the game. Fancy.
Yes.
I'm just playing with dice.
As one does.
It's fun.
This is my box of dice.
Oh,
Oh, I
we're
got
gonna have
new
a
dice.
box coming in. We bought ourselves some Christmas presents.
It's mostly so the cat can't get it, but yeah.
The cat that sleeps on your desk.
We love the cat.
He hasn't slept on my desk in a while, but I also don't go on my computers as much as I used to.
Alright, whose turn is it to do the recap?
I have no idea what the fuck happened.
Not Ro.
I'm a bad player.
You should do it.
You know what
Said it
happened?
before.
Things and stuff.
God, I don't even remember what happened.
We got
So-
back.
Okay!
We got
I was
back.
about to have you guys start rolling dice to figure out who's doing recap.
No, we got back to Port Nevis after like a long time. Roland was taken away by the guards because they're like, bro, you gotta go. And we go to the city hall, us being Devin, Kalida, Ryan, and Nolki, and Ro in spirit. And she's like, hey, you can actually be adventurers now, and you can actually like do stuff. And we're like, cool. She's like, we need a name though. I'm like, okay. So we like go and we mess around at like the inn that we're staying at to come up with a name. And then Roland appears, and Lady Kayla's like, he's your job now, and like leaves.
You're the consider.
And then we go back to Shinstra, or not Shinstra,
Serena.
Sorella, and we give her the name of our party. And then I guess we figure out that maybe Wolf is behind the king getting sick or keeping him from eating Shinstra. So like I guess we're looking for a library now. With information.
Oh yeah.
I don't
Potential
know.
information, and then Soraya said that she'd try to find some stuff out too.
Yeah. Last I remember is Nolki said he was walking towards a library.
We already went in the library.
Yeah, they already went to the library.
And Nolki and Roland went on a library trip so Nolki could get a spell that he left there.
He did ask to see if there was any information, and there wasn't.
True.
I don't know. That's basically what I remember. So
And for today, since we don't have Nolki, we are going to play it off as Nolki is currently holed up in said library and has made himself a little, like, tent in the corner, or not necessarily a tent, but he's got, like, his cloak rolled out, and he's got his pack there, and he's got several books around him. Yeah, he's just there.
Or you see him, we're like, he'll be a while.
he keeps asking the librarians for like really weird things, and they're just like, "What?"
It's like strange little man.
It's like, we haven't had that here for like 100 years, and he'd be like, "It was here last time I was here."
Literally 100 years ago. At least.
Okay, whatever. Oh, God. So that's what I
That leaves us at the inn.
yeah, because I think Soraya had like left to go like talk to like the marshal or whatever, and Devin was like, "Okay, time to go."
Oh yeah, time to leave.
so we're going somewhere. I guess back to the inn. I don't know.
Oh yeah, official adventure party stuff.
Yes. Official adventure party stuff.
I like that we had to become official.
Well, just like, no, like, she said that it would like give us like respect, like our names actually like mean something instead of us just coming up somewhere and being like, "Hey, we can help you." We can be like, "We're such and such. We're
Rose
legit."
still skeptical, as she
The
do.
Avengers with no powers.
Basically, we got jobs. The gist of it, we got
Fun.
yeah. Oh, and then we also came up with our name, and I, for the life of me, cannot remember what it is.
Sorry, 1 second.
Cantata Lutum.
There it is.
For a person who takes a lot of notes, you don't take a lot of notes.
No, I mean, I wrote it down somewhere. It's somewhere. I just haven't
Can I
looked.
get another spelling for that? It's been a moment. I didn't write it down.
I wrote it down. It's right there. Don't at me, boy.
If I
Cantata. Oh, then a space. Lutum.
That's what I thought. Okay, cool. Just to be sure. We good.
Which, if I'm correct, does it mean the thing I think it means?
it's exactly what you think.
Dang
means.
it!
Exactly.
Never escape.
Hey, at least it sounds cool.
Yeah, we sound legit.
Remember
At
my
least
comment last week where I was like, "Hey, we can't be called something like enchanted dirt or whatever. That'd be stupid." I said that knowing good well what our name was. After we decided it.
At least your name isn't literally enchanted dirt.
I mean, we had to like spice it up a little bit, you know.
I will never
It
live
can't be
that down.
boring.
I
It
will
has to be
never
fun.
live that down.
No, it's brilliant and
It's
beautiful.
like I wasn't even here when the original thing happened, but like I love it.
Okay, so I created a vendor, and I was like, okay, he's got enough personality that the group can figure out how to haggle him, and he has this rival with the person across the street, and I have a list of what he can sell or what spells he can cast. I am ready. And then Nolki came in and was like, I would like to buy the enchanted dirt. And I was just like... everything that I was ready for just went.
Like enchanted dirt.
Like, he was trying so hard to like get it through Nolki's little head. Like, you can't buy it. And he's like, what if I just go get dirt from outside and you'll enchant it for me? And the keeper's like, no!
So
Get over
Nolki went
smart.
outside and grabbed dirt and came back inside.
He's like, can I watch you do it so I can learn how to do it? And the keeper's like, no!
Or the frickin' the pearl issue as well.
Oh my god.
He had problems with that, dude.
Pearls.
And so I sat
has his own
there and I was like, I don't know how to charge you for enchanted dirt. What the heck is this? And now the group won't let me like live it down. I can't have peace.
It was entertaining.
Very.
I just remember, like, I didn't know, like, what it was, but I just know, like, there was, like, one time that, like, Nolki, like, looks at me, and he's like, are you made of enchanted dirt?
No.
Like, I guess? I don't know.
Alright.
It's beautiful.
Tangent has been made.
I
First
missed
of
most
many,
of
I'm
that
sure.
tangent. I was having real life difficulties,
Oh, no.
not so much technical.
Alright. So you guys are at the inn. Which inn are you staying at again? I think it was...
The private pillow.
There you go.
We love the private pillow.
That sounds
It's the one right
scandalous.
in North Side. It's the one we stayed at before.
Yeah.
We didn't go to a new one. It's the one right there.
We've got history there, you know.
Yeah. I don't think we found a dead body there, did we?
Yes, you did.
Oh, we did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
One of us put a dead body there.
But it's not the one that I killed Ryan in, though, right?
No.
No, not that one.
You don't want to stay in that one. That one's got bad juju.
Part of my soul is there somewhere.
Spoilers.
Like, what?
Wait a minute. Spoilers I don't even know about. No.
Mega spoilers.
Like, oh.
So anyways, you are back at the inn after an interesting talk with Sorayla, and kind of don't know which direction to go. Might have an idea. One of your party members is just kind of rooted and not willing to go anywhere. Discuss.
Oof. Was there any talk of my one true waifu?
We did make that a point. I did make a point to ask, like, in your stead, that that she's doing fine. She's staying in the castle, and like her situation has not changed. But like, there's no contact with her, no talking to her, unless we find a way to like clear her of the bad drow. So we have to figure out the bad drow before Shinstra will be set free. Because all of this is like, we're suspecting it's a ploy to make her look bad since she's the follower of Elistray. I think I said that right.
We're going with the easy pronunciation because I got tired of the hard one.
I don't know if
What
that
was the hard
right.
one again?
No thanks.
Yeah, okay.
Don't look at me.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know.
So what we're gonna try to do is we're gonna try to like figure out if Lolth is behind all of like the attacks to give Drow the negative image and prove that it's Lolth and that Shinstra's not involved and fix all of that. So that's currently
We
where
know
are.
all of this, but nobody cares. So
Yeah.
Do you have
we know.
proof?
But she
Yeah.
said she was fine and that we did try to talk to her, and I believe Sorayla said she would try to talk to somebody who knows something. I don't know, that might be like confused with something else, but that situation hasn't changed.
Joy.
There's those people in the harbor district still missing.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, there's like 4 missing still, I think.
I think that's the number we agreed on.
Yeah. I believe so. I have
Someone
14
who's
notes.
actually watched all of the videos is probably gonna yell at me at some point and be like, "You got this wrong."
Do it, you
I
won't.
think there's 4 because I went and I made a point to like write down the bullet points of like
Who was
how
where?
many were where
Yeah.
and from where. See?
Oh, good. Holy crap.
Like, yeah.
Beautiful.
So
You
there's
want to see my
4
notes?
4 from the harbor district.
And this is why she knows.
And on the next page it says missing people is very bad. Maybe we can fix
Missing
this.
people is
I mean, that's not
Yeah.
wrong.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Okay.
Like even for little menial things.
Missing people is bad. Okay.
Very bad.
Okay.
So do we have to go find the missing people?
Well, we weren't told to go find the missing people, but maybe we should go find those people.
I think it's a good idea.
Because, like, and also the harbor district is the one place we haven't gone yet, because that's where the keep is. So that's where, like, all the guards and stuff are gonna be.
I'm kind of curious to go there.
I mean-
TPH.
Also, like, if we're trying to find information about, like, the drow and, like, what they're doing here and ultimately their purpose, it would seem to be best to try to investigate everywhere here that we can before we leave, and that's one place we haven't gone. So,
That makes sense.
so do we want to do that?
That makes sense to me.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Okay.
I think we're all in agreement.
So do we go now?
What time is
Try
it?
to- Try to see what we can find? I don't know.
Is this in character or?
At GM. What time is it?
It's probably about
Oh, sweet sky god.
early afternoon.
Weird voice.
And Ryan, I think you have something for everyone.
Yeah. Zarela slipped me this large bag of gold.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
what is this?
Money?
Now to think about it, that's a lot of gold. Like, how did she slip that to me, though? That's funny. It's funny to think about.
You just like keep the change and you're just like,
Okay.
fuck.
All right,
I got
Mom.
paid 675 gold.
Oh
Jesus
my
Christ.
goodness.
That is 335 times the amount I have.
So do we
I don't
wanna
have
just
any
split it
money.
evenly
I'm like, what's
between-
gold?
Do we want to split it between the 6 of us?
Do we want to give it to Roland? No, I'm kidding.
Better question is, do
That's
we want to
rude.
give it to Nolki?
No.
That's a better
No, we
question.
don't.
Weren't you
We
ultimately got to his money anyway?
Devin can hold on to his share.
Okay, so like out of campaign, like I'm letting Nolki be responsible for writing it on his paper, but in this story, Devin is holding Nolki's money. So,
Which
like,
is interesting because the person with like one of the lowest intelligence stats is keeping track of the party's money.
yeah.
The only reason she can keep up with it is because she's writing it down.
Devin
Devin wouldn't be able to do math.
Devin has a
Like-
checkbook. And she's like
Exactly.
+6.
That's
and
where
then in
all
the
of her
margins, it's all
intelligence
just
was.
it
Anything
counted.
important is on her little checkbook.
I did
Kalena's
the
just
math.
like, knowing Devin, I think I'll hold on to mine.
The math, if we were to split this evenly, is 112.5. between the 6 of us.
So 112 gold and what, 50 silver?
Don't know if there's any silver in that. That might just all be straight gold.
I mean, there's enough silver between us, so we probably split it.
You can, in some way or another, make it so that it's even.
Okay, I was like,
So do we want to do that? Or do we want to just carry around a big sack of gold on somebody that's not needy?
That sounds a little dangerous.
I've got lots of pockets, I mean.
He does have a lot of pockets.
You're
How
already
many
holding on to
aren't
it,
If
so-
one
full,
person goes
though?
missing, we're out a lot of money.
I do already have it written down.
I'm for letting Ryan become the new party treasurer, so I don't have to.
Perhaps you all have your own split individual funds and a party fund.
That sounds bad.
I'm cool with that. So the big whole chunk of change is the party fund, and what we currently have on ours is our individual funds.
Well, you could divide what you earned into small amounts of individual funds and then put some into the party fund.
How much gold would you like?
See,
We just
my
give everybody
thing
50 and work with that.
It's like I guess maybe that'd be fine.
That's a starting point, and if you need more, we'll pull from it. If you don't need that much, get back.
I have 0 monies right now.
Well, then we give her some.
I have 3 gold.
Oh, I have a decent amount.
Give her less.
I'll take a solid 7 to bring me up to, or no, 6 to take me up to 45 gold.
Oh boy, I should have divided this before I gave it to you. God.
Half the session is just figuring out where this is going.
Apparently.
I've always just
No.
split money in my groups, so
All
I
right,
don't know.
I gave you 675. Let's pretend, so there's 6 of you, to divide that by 7. 6 party members, and then a party fund.
Does that do a good even number?
No, not at all.
That's not.
D&D.
But we will
Gross.
round. We will round.
Sounds good.
Yeah, about 96.4.
So each person would get 96 gold.
Okay.
I am down to clown with that.
Technically, isn't it like 4 silver and 2 copper? Or am I wrong? We'll figure it out. For now,
I don't
at the
know.
very least, you have 96 gold.
Yay!
Each, and then a 96 in the party fund. There you go. Problem solved.
Okay, voting right. Somebody else. Me as a person, I can keep track of the party funds, but Devin as a character should definitely not.
Would somebody else like to keep track of the party funds?
I have to do math. 1 second.
I'd say it might be pretty hard to pick my pockets, but the party doesn't trust me.
I trust you. I think I'm the only one in this party that trusts.
Noki does.
Noki.
It's like,
Doki does too.
Him and
We're the only
Loki
2 people that
became
trust
best
you.
Friends.
Oops.
Yeah.
They went on this weird library adventure while we were all sleeping, and like they totally like had a bro moment.
Nice.
And
Yeah, I literally just looked at you and was like, yeah, you're fine. I don't care. I trust it. Whatever.
I'm pretty surface level. Not gonna lie.
let's see. Now that I'm getting out my notebook, if we want, I can be in charge of party fund if Devin doesn't want to be.
Devin as a person does not,
Mm-hmm.
but me as just like a player, I can keep track of it separate, just in case like you can't be there or I can't be there. Just so
That's
I
lovely.
know when to do.
So that we
Get
don't
each
have the
other's
same
back.
problem when Devin was gone that one time and we were like, how much money do we have?
Yeah, and he was messaging me on the stream like, I need to know how much money. I'm like, I don't have my paper.
Okay.
Like party fund. We have 96.
96.
Yeah.
All right, good session, everybody. See you next week.
We'll see you next week.
Meeting adjourned.
Welcome
It
to
was a
we're
lot
a
of
brand
money.
new party.
My brain hurts now after all that. Need a break.
You didn't even do anything.
You're right, and it was stressing.
She's just listening like,
Math.
Can we say that I'm probably the richest person right now?
Probably.
Why?
probably.
I have a lot of money.
I have 96.
You could have totally like went through my pockets or something whenever I die to use that money.
Why did we do
Loot
that?
the body, loot the body, loot the body.
Devin, kill her again. Copy spree.
Because I have 238 gold.
Oh my god!
You
I
could have
have-
saved
I have-
yourself.
I know I could have.
I have 135 now, so I'm the second.
There you go.
99.
Okay, I lose.
Who knows how much Noki has?
Not him.
Not that much. He probably has
I just
about as
imagine
much
we
as I
throw the
have.
little
He's gonna.
purse
He's.
inside the tent. I was
Oh,
like, yeah, whatever. Oh wait, no, Devin's taking care of that because we don't trust him.
Okay, anyways, now that that dilemma has been taken care of, by the way, you guys owe for
We what?
Oh,
food and rest, by the way. I believe
Yeah,
rest
I
was
paid-
paid.
Yeah, I paid the 10 silver for the 2 rooms.
3 times.
and I paid mine.
6. It's 18? No.
Yeah.
Yes?
3 times 6 is
Yeah.
18, yeah.
Oh my gosh, what?
You were right. You're good.
So 18 silver pieces, either 3 silver pieces each or 18 from the party fund.
I'd say that's a pretty good use of the party fund. Considering we don't exactly know what else to spend it on.
True.
Okay, so you said it was 18 silver?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna just do this fun stuff.
So, Kalita, if you want to take 18 silver out of the party fund.
Mhm.
Unless you already
I don't.
have.
Breaking it down.
I don't know how that relates to gold, but yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I
how,
wrote that
what's the
down.
conversion?
I have the
Subtract 1
conversion.
gold.
I have the conversions
10.
written down. So,
Oh,
10 silver
10
for 10
silver
gold? Or 1
is
gold?
1 gold, and then 100 copper is 1 gold. So,
so it's like pennies and dimes.
yeah.
So mine's 18 silver. It's like almost minus 2 gold, but right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I just broke it down. So I have like 100 copper pieces. I did have 20 silver, but now I only have 2, and then 93 gold to handle those conversions.
Okay. Now that
Okay, well-
we have done that,
So now what? Did we figure out what time of day it was?
I said
It's still early morning.
early afternoon. I said early
Okay.
afternoon because you went in
We
the
could
morning to meet
investigate.
with Sorela,
Mm-hmm.
and then you were there for a
Okay.
little bit, and then you came back.
And how far away is the harbor district?
It's a bit of a walk. It's past the city hall. It's not like when you first showed up when you kind of had to like walk almost an hour to get from one gate to the opposite.
Let's do this.
Do we want to just go like investigate and like look around? It's not really like go into anywhere. Maybe ask some people some stuff if they've seen anything recently.
Sit down.
I got chicken nuggets.
I want chicken nuggets.
Says in character.
I got chicken nuggets.
Ro disappears after a day and she just comes downstairs like, I got nuggies.
I got nuggets.
It makes her feel better.
Also, I'd
Depression
like to.
nuggies.
Depression. I'd like to pull out that seemingly empty bottle.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to like look at it one more time. It's got a cork in the top.
Yeah,
Is that what you said
it's
it
got a
was?
cork in the top.
I'm gonna show it to everybody. What do you think's in this? What do you think?
No.
Does it
Yeah,
look
I
like-
found it in the hag's place.
It looks empty.
I know, but it seems interesting. Like, why would there be a cork in it?
You want to open it and take a look?
Maybe they farted
Cork.
in it. I don't know. No mess with it.
Don't think we want hag fart.
The place already smelled awful.
Is there any like marking on it, or is it just like plain bottle cork?
Just plain bottle cork.
Devin's like, I don't open that. Don't open that. That sounds like bad news bears.
Does it seem magical at all? Should I do detect magic, or like don't bother?
I don't know.
I mean, if it
Also,
doesn't-
is like the cork like partly in there or like really shoved in there?
I mean, it's in there. It's sealed. You would be able to pull it out.
I mean, I could use a claw.
Your bard did a bad thing, Emily.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I forgot to add more spells.
We'll do that while we're taking care of this.
I know, sorry.
Do it now.
Do it now.
Do it now.
Yeah. I think I'd probably do detect magic just in case to know if there's anything sketchy about it. So
Does that use a spell?
yeah, sadly. But
So you're casting detect magic?
yep,
Okay.
being that we are unsure and it came from a bunch of hags. Figure better be safe than sorry.
Please don't open it indoors. Let's go outside.
We go outside.
Yeah.
I sense a present of magic within 30 feet of you. And you learn at School of Magic. Oh boy.
I mean, I could be saying this while we're walking around towards. So we're already outside, just walking
Yeah.
towards the harbor district.
Away.
If that's helpful.
Yes.
Destroys the entire inn.
It's like,
We're gonna get
Like-
kicked out of the city.
Sorry, I'm looking up what the
oh, so there is something magic.
yeah. So this is interesting. The bottle itself kind of glows, and it's a evocation magic, by the way, because you detect what school it is.
What does that mean?
But the bottle, like, there's nothing in the bottle.
So the bottle itself.
The
is
bottle
magical.
itself is magical.
Okay, question. What is evocation magic? I did not know.
Oh goodness.
What is a That tells me nothing.
Because I like to get the word.
Manipulate. It says
Evoke.
manipulate energy or tap an
Manipulate.
unseen source of power to produce a desired end.
Like to call, but like, what are they evoking?
Create something out of nothing.
Well, there's nothing in there, so
It could have something in it, but it just may not be
Maybe if
visible.
you open it, it does something.
I'm gonna open it with my claw. Just
I mean, could we just like make sure like if we're in like an empty like road and like open it?
Devin walks slower to be behind Ryan. As soon as she says she's going to open the bottle.
I'm gonna open the bottle.
You're gonna open the bottle?
Open.
I just like imagining like Ryan and Clay's just like, what does this do?
I need everyone to make Constitution saving throws for me, please.
Oh, damn it. I haven't even picked shit yet, Mel.
Oh, I failed.
God damn it.
I failed bad.
Hold up.
Oh, okay, all right. I can get down with that.
I'm pretty sure.
Oh boy.
Oh God.
All right, top to bottom, Devin.
21.
Holy crap.
She's fine.
Kalina.
It matters. I rolled
7.
it when I'm
Okay. Ryan.
17.
Okay.
Oh.
Roland.
19.
Okay. Ro.
10.
10. All but 1.
Oh my gosh.
Kalina, you take 6 points of psychic damage.
Oh goodness.
And you are stunned. As soon as you open the cork, like open the bottle, there's just... the bottle itself emits this piercing, shrill-like scream that carries through the air. And all of you, yeah, you can recork it. And as soon as you do that, the scream stops.
I am so sorry.
I'd just be like, we know what it does now.
How
Kalina,
many passerby in the road did we deafen with that?
Well, we tried to make sure there was nobody else around, right?
You're not sure, but you definitely have the attention of anyone who is in the vicinity.
Devin turns and like looks another direction. It's not the party, trying to be like as inconspicuous as possible.
Kalina, you're a little dazed coming out of that too. Like,
Wow.
what just happened? Like your ears are ringing. Like things seem to be like vibrating as you're just looking around.
I think I'd just like take a moment and be like, that was awful, but might come in handy in the future.
But something to note. You uncorked it, it was silenced for like a solid 2 seconds. And then it just emitted that shrill pierce. Like, you're amazed that the glass bottle itself did not shatter. That is how
Wow.
piercing it was.
Wow.
In my like knowledge of things, like once I can, think again, would I like be familiar with any like spells or stuff that does that?
Not at your level.
Dang it.
Mm.
Well, now we know what it does.
I hate to be cliche and pull from a movie, but maybe if we open it underwater.
It's still just gonna scream. It's not like a medicine bottle. Like
If you have to be underwater, I'll lead you to the drawer.
it's not that. It's not in a hat.
It might be.
You uncork it underwater and it's just this beautiful melody.
Come see us.
And it doesn't help him at all. It's like, this is a waste of time. I'm just scream. So cute.
It's just a thought.
No, you get a point for that. You do get a point for that. That was good.
To the Harbor District.
Yay.
I'm so sorry,
I
Kalita.
mean, we're going to an area with water.
It's like, if you're gonna hurt someone, it's best BB, because I can heal myself when the time comes.
Okay. Going to the Harbor District, you eventually find your way there, and it lives up to its name. It is the entire strip that of the... Ugh. I'm shaking now. That was so exciting.
She wanted to hurt us.
Yeah, she always does.
I just kind of wanted to see how you guys reacted to a screaming jar.
No.
I feel like
we
it
thank
would have
Peach for that.
not made your night.
Actually,
I'm
yes.
not like-
Not opened it.
Actually,
Not like
yes.
Like a howler from Harry Potter.
But
Mel,
worse.
Mel,
Very
you are
Neville
correct.
Longbottom. Like Neville Longbottom, just like, it's horrible. Really? That's Peach? That's Peach's handiwork? God. Alright,
Jar of
Harbor
Screech.
District.
Anyways, Harbor District, it lives up to its name because this entire part of this, it stretches the entire length of the city that touches the water. It is easily the busiest part of the city you've been in. Shops litter the entire district. You can hear the sound of sailors and merchants alike along the shore further in. Taking a look at the shore, there seems to be 3 major docks that branch off, one north, one kind of in the middle, and one south of where you are. Actually, no, you're probably close. You're closest to the north one. On this north side of the district, you do recognize some of it, as this is the home of Dorman's Sanctum. This district is the home of Dorman's Sanctum, as well as the Castle Keep. What you guys doing?
Are there any particular busy shop as we walk through?
Make a perception check.
Oh, Dorman's Sanctum is where magic items are.
20 total.
20 total.
Mhm.
The busiest part of this district seems to be anything closer to the docks. Mostly it looks like an inn or two, a couple of bars, an interesting shop named Mermaid Sweat that has several sailors going in and out of it in various stages of consciousness.
Kind of sounds like a name for a brothel.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
They're pretty Sunday.
Shop.
What was the question, Devin?
Nope.
I was gonna answer it.
Nope. I don't want to answer it. I don't want the answer.
What the answer?
It wasn't a question that wanted an answer. It was just a question.
Okay.
I think considering the last few places we found people were in, maybe we should check an inn, talk to an innkeeper, see if they've seen anything.
There were 2 inns and one oof, the name just skipped me. Restaurant? Nope.
Like a bar, essentially.
Like a bar.
Or a
Yeah.
pub.
Pub! That's what I was looking
Pub
for.
thing.
I was gonna say, is it pub or tavern?
Yes.
Yes, to those. Not a restaurant.
Okay.
So anywhere with a basement. They've always been in basements.
Yeah. I mean, now that we're like an actual adventuring party, maybe people wouldn't be as like hesitant to let us look in their basements if we say we're.
Do you have a John Fit station? What? Cantata Lutum in. We'll take care of it for you.
Like if we are a decapitation special. Let's push that off.
Something that you all noticed coming into this district, you thought North Side was kind of shady. Closer you get to the port, the shadier the buildings kind of get. They seem more run down. The ones that are popular seem to be well taken care of, but yeah. There is a lot of foot travel through this.
Are there any... Do I notice any less popular inns, I suppose, since that's kind of...
Most of those... what's your... There's a passive thing. There's a passive thing. I think it's like your passive investigation or your passive something. Oh my gosh.
Perception or investigation?
It's not your perception. I'm not looking for your perception. There's like 3 of them.
Investigation and insight are the other 2.
What are they? Trying to think. Brain fart.
I'll be right back.
With your investigation, we'll go with your passive investigation. My apologies.
That's a 15.
Holy crap.
Yay!
With a 15, knowing the city and having been around a good bit, you get the feeling that stuff like closer to Dorman's Sanctum or kind of the north end of the Harbor District, closer to where North Side is, probably not going to be super... it's going to be quieter than the port. Stuff on the southern end, you've been through Cogswell, seems to be like much bigger than the northern end, so it probably sees more people, more common folk going through.
Okay. Do you think that maybe Drow would maybe look for more popular, like hiding in plain sight, or potential of dreary?
I don't think they would be stupid enough to take people from like important people, people that would be more immediately noticed to be missing, and that like have schedules. I feel like they would go after more common people who necessarily wouldn't bring so much attention. I don't know. I feel like both are likely. But like also it would make sense for them to also be probably more prevalent in a place that has a lot more people coming in and out of. Because it'd be harder to track people that way.
I mean, hold up. What was it called? Hold up. Where the heck is it? Ivory Dream. That's a more fancy place.
Yeah.
However, that is in Cogswell.
The private pillow is
North Side.
In North Side.
So I don't think they discriminate between fanciness.
But I feel like they would be more noticed in a fancy place. Like a more higher end place.
Sorry.
I don't know. Someone else think. My head hurts.
Mulkey's not here.
Like, I'm almost just tempted just to go door to door, can we do a checkup for your basement?
What are we doing?
And while we're on it, have you heard of our Lord Kellenville?
Oh boy. What the fuck did I miss when I walked away?
Jehovah's
Trying
Witness
to-
equivalents.
Trying to figure out where the bad
Amazing.
drow would be.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out where to start investigating first.
Do I recognize this area?
Yes. It is somehow busier than when you were last here.
Shouldn't be too hard to do.
This might sound a bit weird, and I hope you don't take offense to it. Where would you want to stay? Since you are of the same, I don't know, mindset, I guess, but not.
Where would I stay as in criminal activity?
Sure.
Probably the darker end of town, where not as many people go.
Okay.
Let's go.
I think we're already pretty close.
Okay. So we kind of follow Roland then, I guess, as he like.
Okay. You head a little further south. You manage to get past. So there is Dorman's Sanctum, and then it kind of goes down, following the water. The keep is about right in the middle, so that is the thinnest part, and then it branches off into a much larger kind of section. That is where you guys are headed. That area where I mentioned, like, it probably gets more commoner foot traffic, like people who actually do live in the city, but work over in the port. Because Dorman's Sanctum has a reputation for people who study the arcane arts.
I wrote down a note that says that's where we get magic items.
Depends on how badly you want to go say hi to Thivius.
And a row wouldn't.
Yes.
I do not.
Devin, your experience with him wasn't that bad.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad.
He gave you
I mean,
information.
He did. But now she's like, damn. But she feels like she milked that cow dry, so she probably shouldn't go see Thievius, because he might not. I mean, he might know more stuff. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been over a week at least.
It's been like
It's been
3
like a
weeks.
month.
It's been like 3 weeks.
Like
At least a week. I mean, I wasn't wrong.
At least a week.
Well, you're not wrong.
You're not wrong.
Why are people so upset about Lincoln? That was at least 2 weeks ago.
I don't think Kalita's met this guy, has she?
No.
Yeah, I don't think that was
Thievius
the
was
week.
he was a shopkeeper that literally nobody got along with.
Was he the one that was flirting with Ro? No, maybe. Yeah? Okay, I watched this one. Okay.
You weren't here,
It
but
made
you
me feel
watched it.
uncomfy.
I mean, I guess we could go talk to him, but
We're already headed this way.
yeah. It's maybe that might be a nugget that Devin keeps at the back of her mind.
Is there a way to tell if some shop has a cellar from the outside?
You're the only person rolling tonight besides that first Constitution save. Investigation check for me, please. Like, if you
She's
were
asking
to,
the better question.
I know, she's got the right questions.
like,
I'm dumb.
going around, like, possibly like kind of darting a little bit as you're walking by, looking around a building, seeing if they possibly have a cellar or
It's the repeat of following me down the frickin'.
I'm gonna say that Devin is more concerned about like keeping her hood up and keeping her cloak over herself and trying to stay hidden because she cannot be seen right now.
it's busy. It is very busy.
Considering the area, I also would like to do that.
I think I'm still a little dazed.
Yeah,
we're in the place where 3 out of 5 of us do not want to be. So
You said investigation, right?
Yes, investigation.
11.
11.
11.
You kind of go to dart and take a look. I mean, it's not hard to see the ones that do have cellars, and there's a couple of them that do. They seem to be the much larger shops, however. But when it comes to looking at some of the other buildings, it's hard to tell, just from the outside alone.
You guys know if Dorman Sanctum had a cellar?
Well, Dorman Sanctum is like a mini district.
Section.
Yeah, it's a mini district.
Oh.
Maybe we should just go in one of these buildings and talk to somebody.
See if anyone knew one of the missing people.
I guess we can.
I mean, we also have a lot.
And there's still time in the day, so I'm not really worried about interrupting anybody, so.
Are you all going together?
I would say that Devin would be like at the end of, like, she would be like the last person in. But like, she's definitely gonna go in with people.
Okay.
In case people want to be butt heads.
It appears there was a couple of shops kind of going through, just wandering through town a little bit, taking a look around. There's a place literally called the Trough. There seems to be kind of like an armory kind of situation, but very on the rundown. Most of your shops were closer to the port. There is an inn nearby. It also seems to be in very rundown, not very well taken care of.
Might be people hiding criminal activity in there.
Yeah, do we want to try the inn?
Yeah, maybe we could talk to like a barkeep or a waitress or something, see if she's heard anything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Check for rumors.
Going inside. It's not a lot in here. I mean, it is afternoon. Most people who live in this area are off at work. There's a couple of old men in the corner playing a card game and placing bets with each other. There's an older man standing behind the bar. He also seems to be trying to keep himself entertained. Whether it be messing with some cards, rolling some dice. He kind of seems a little fidgety. He mostly just looks bored.
You could go entertain him.
Mm-hmm. I'd walk up to him and be like, I don't know, like, using my casual conversation charisma. So, have you heard anything about the missing persons in this district?
No, hello.
That's not how I would start that
Hi,
conversation.
Just where?
It's an interrogation now.
He kind of looks up from what he was doing. What's it to you?
It's unusual, isn't it?
No.
No?
You're used to people just disappearing?
In this district, this part of the district, you get used to it too.
Oh.
Well, we're trying to find some missing people from a couple weeks back. So we're just asking around.
I ain't heard nothing.
Do you
Understand?
know anybody that might?
No?
I don't think we're gonna get much out of him. Honestly.
Devin, like, she's not gonna like pull out her coin purse, but she's gonna like make a rattle with it. She's like, "Are you sure you haven't heard anything?"
Look, lady, I just heard that people went missing.
From where?
All over the place. You got some from one district, you got some from another, you got some from this district.
Yeah, we found people in the 2 other districts.
Oh, so you're those ones.
Yeah.
Do-gooders.
I wouldn't say that. I would say it as unfortunate accidents
Huh.
that had good results.
Fortunate accidents.
Could have fooled me.
Good isn't
There you
really
go.
in my alignment.
Well, she's not gonna get anything out of you. I guess we might as well just go.
Okay.
Yeah, Devin's already like walked away. She's like
Yeah.
done.
I didn't even walk over there. Just-
Yeah.
As I walk out, can I like just check if there's like a basement door or like anywhere nearby?
Make a perception check.
Like any basement, I'm like, 17.
There does appear, similar to like one of the newer buildings that you were in Northside, there does appear to be a stairwell that leads downstairs, but it's behind the bar. And much closer to like what you would assume is a kitchen.
Maybe if there was something like that, there might be an entrance outside.
Can we check if there's an entrance outside?
No?
Can I talk to the barkeep while they're doing that?
Alright.
I think Devin would have stayed with Ro.
No, this is Ro. You guys left.
Okay.
You do indeed find a cellar door, however it is locked.
Ugh.
Can I picklock it?
Yes. But one moment.
Yeah.
What was that?
I
What?
believe it's a dex.
Plus your
I rolled a
proficiency. Alright,
18.
Ro. Or
What?
are you just distracting them? Distracting him.
I mean, I was gonna try to get information / distracting, but
Okay.
I'm assuming there's a barkeep.
Yeah, that's who they were talking to.
What?
The old dude?
Yeah? Okay.
Few more.
Did I get it open?
Isn't gonna work out very well for me then.
Just kind of sits there looking at you. What you want, purple lady?
Just hanging around. I didn't think this through.
You want to hang around, you got to pay for a service.
All in due time, my good sir. Well, besides the lovely introduction you had with my fellow companions, any other news you've heard of in this town?
Nothing you haven't heard already unless you came in yesterday.
Surprisingly enough, I think we came in yesterday.
Well, aren't you a smartass?
I'm a keeper, you know. Charming.
Certainly. Heard of the king's illness? Apparently that's been a thing for a while. Keep the public in the dark, not letting us know how bad it is. You know what that means for this kingdom? The people don't know what's going on.
How can you trust in a government like that?
Exactly!
It's like a revolution. Not now.
They're not going to tell you how unfortunate things are going to be. What else are they lying about, you know?
Mm-hmm. And you just hear the two old dudes who were playing cards go, aye.
Oh boy, what have I done? I'm distracted. Go.
Talk about
This is your
politics.
chance.
It's
This is
just
your
another time.
I tell you what. You're with that party, aren't you?
I am.
We'll play you for information.
Play me?
How lucky do you think you are? And he starts dealing out cards.
Well, thinking back on my life, not very, but let's give this a shot.
I win. You give me information about the king. What they're doing about it.
Give you what I know. Which is not a whole lot.
If you win,
You shit.
I mean, I'm not sure I can really do that. I can try, but that seems like an odd request.
All right, guys, this game's gonna take a bit. We go. Take your time. Take your time. You tell me if you've heard any underground information, if you know what I mean.
He kind of quirks his eyebrow at that. And then he smiles this toothy grin, and you see he's missing a couple of teeth, and the ones he still has are a very, like, yellowish color, and he just kind of starts this kind of guttural, almost like he's got liquid stuck in his throat, kind of laugh. A deal's a deal. Let's play.
Okay.
Alright, so I need you to grab a D8, a D6, and a D4.
We playing cards. With dice.
I'm so
D8,
confused.
D6, D4.
Can you play a dice game with cards?
A card game with dice?
Dice game with cards.
So he sits, and he shuffles the cards, and he splits the deck into two piles, and he sets them on one on his side, one on your side, and he looks over. All right, first card, and he reaches over to grab one, and you do the same. Roll your d8. Do not tell anyone what the result is.
I'll have my best poker face. You know what?
He looks like he's trying to read you.
No.
And he reaches into his pocket and he says, this interesting. And he puts 2 gold in the middle of the table.
Ooh, we gambling. All right, fair. And I'll throw 2 gold in the middle.
I like you, purple lady. And he goes to draw his second card. So now you roll your d6. Your turn.
I flip another one in there, kind of to be cocky, but...
Well, you draw 3 cards. Oh, do you flip another
Okay.
gold into the pile?
Yeah.
He kind of starts chuckling again. And he tosses a gold in there. My kind of game. And he goes to grab the last card. Last chance to back out. As he
I'm
takes
not a quitter.
and he grabs 2 more gold and tosses it into the pile.
Same.
So what is that now? It was 2 to begin with.
2,
You
4,
raised 1.
6, 8, 10.
So 10 gold and information. And he lays down his cards. Rolled a 2, a 4, and a 2.
I rolled an 8, a 5, and a 3.
Okay, you win. Solid win.
Yeah, I do. I know that my first roll on my D8, I was like, don't make a face, don't make a face, don't make a face. I was like, this is fine. What did I roll? You don't know. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
You go from 0 to over 100 gold in one day.
Yay.
Nice.
I'm going to add that to my...
He kind of just... A deal's a deal. And he starts grabbing the cards and reshuffling them and putting them next to him.
Fun game. I should try that more often.
So
Yes, I am pretty lucky.
What do you want to know?
I want to know what you really know.
Looks over at the 2 older guys. And he looks back at you. Give me 1 second. And he pours 2 drinks, walks over to the other guys and says, gold on the one who chugs it fastest. And they both scramble for the drinks and chug them down. One does finish before the other. But they just kind of start laughing, giggling, and very drunkily, and look at the barkeep and just be like, I like you.
Drinking game?
And he walks back over to you, and he's like, now that they won't be able to remember anything. You
That's
didn't
fair.
hear this from me. I don't know anything about missing people. I can swear on that if you need me to.
I trust you.
But what I do know of, there's a rumor going around.
A rumor.
One of the people in high places of the criminal underground has heard wind. That one of his old workers who took a job from him is back on the surface. You know what happens to those who fail a job.
Enlighten me. That's what I figured.
He's looking for blood.
Hopefully we don't have to give him any.
I don't know where this fella's at. You better watch his neck.
Do you happen to know this fellow's name?
It was a long time ago. Came here once looking for some work. Sent him to the right place. He failed. Didn't do his job.
Interesting.
Any more information, we'll have to do another game.
I was about to ask another question. You seem fun and I want more answers.
Very well. Same rule as before.
Yep. You guys have plenty of time. Go.
All right.
Go.
So, while you're playing the next game with him, Roland, you do manage to get the lock picked. If you were to head down the stairs that lead down, it is quite dark. Not that that's a big deal to you, but the people who have followed you.
I'd like to be stealthy.
Okay. Stealth check, please. Are the rest of you who are going in also trying to be stealthy?
I feel like Devin would hang back, but yeah, she would try to go in, but she'd be the last one in.
I would definitely want to go in, but number one, stealth is awful for me. Number two, I can't see in the dark.
So can I go ahead and then they follow me shortly after?
Sure. If they want to follow
scout
you.
ahead to check it out.
Well, you scout it out, and if there are drama down there, you're family, so.
You'd be like, hey, bud, what's up? And then just scream, and we'll run in, and then it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Once you get into the cellar looking around, are you looking for anything in particular? It looks like a typical tavern cellar, except not clean.
I'm looking for figures. I also rolled a 26.
You're holy crap.
Oh.
Okay.
Stealthy boy.
I forget you're a rogue sometimes.
Stealthy boy.
Make a perception check to listen or
And
look
I'm
for.
in darkness, so.
Yep. You do not have to worry about disadvantage.
22.
22. The only sounds you hear, interestingly enough, seem to be a familiar tiefling voice and the old man's voice coming from upstairs. Looking through, you don't see anyone.
So there's nothing down here?
Doesn't appear to be. It's
Okay.
oddly spaced, but other than that, you don't really notice anything.
Okay, I want to walk back out and talk to Devin and Kalita and say, I think I know where I am, and I want to go back in through. And with my hood up.
I guess? Did you see
That's legit.
anything from it?
No, but I kind of had a realization while I was down in the cellar.
Okay.
And overheard Ro talking above us.
But you didn't hear anything they said. You just heard their voices.
Did you at least see a torch down there so we can keep looking?
There's nothing down there.
I mean, we have light.
Devin's not satisfied because Devin, like, low key still doesn't trust Roland, so Devin still wants
Do you
to.
want me to cast Dancing Light?
She wants to investigate the cellar.
You would have to go down with them to do Dancing Light.
I know. I'm more or less trying to satisfy her, saying, hey, there's nothing down here.
Okay.
I feel like Kalita would also be dubious and be like, I'd go down, and she could cast light.
I want to go down. Devin wants to go down, but in dark.
Ryan,
I'll follow them, but keeping an eye out.
Ryan, were you with majority group, or did you stay behind with?
Oh my god, cat, stop. Hello there, cat.
That was great.
Anyway, I don't think I said. I didn't actually follow them, I don't think.
That's why I'm asking you now.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I just hung back, but like by the doorway.
If they're going down, I want to keep an eye on the cellar entrance.
Okay. All right. Devin and Kalita, you walk down. Kalita with light on her light sickle, and did you cast dancing lights? Okay, so Kalita, you have a light on your sickle. Looks pretty typical, just kind of dark and musty. Used, but not taken care of. There's cobwebs that hang around, but they seem normal. Do not take that. Looking for anything in particular, trying to notice certain things.
I think Kalita would just like look around and see the state and be like, I think he was telling the truth. I don't think anyone's been down here for a while.
I guess, yeah.
Do you trust me now?
It's not that I don't trust you. I
was telling the truth.
It's not that I don't trust you. I have to do things myself sometimes. I'm stubborn. And, like, to be fair, the last places that we were been in, like, they were hidden kind of well. Like back behind shelves and stacks of stuff, you know? Didn't seem like we were down there very long.
Kalita. You probably would have also been like, this is kind of oddly shaped.
Oddly shaped? How so?
Well,
like
the odd spacing, like between shelves and items, there's just seems to be space between all of them. Instead of like normal stacks, it's just kind of like thing.
So, like, nowhere to hide?
Like, either an idiot put this together or a genius. Yeah, I would. Okay, if I noticed that, then I would definitely want to take a very close look and see what is up with that spacing. Like, is there anything hidden? Any trapdoors? Or
make an investigation check for me, please.
I'm still kind of in the darkness near the cellar entrance.
Yep.
It was bad. It was a nat 1.
Oh. Yeah, going through, you kind of start to walk through, and you manage to bump into something, and your armor kind of clicks a little bit against a wooden crate.
Oh, gosh. But I guess I see nothing of use.
I don't want to try with Devin because it's a -1, but I mean...
Oh.
You never know.
I mean, yeah. I mean, Devin would obviously see Kalita looking, so she would look as well. I feel like.
Okay. Investigation check, please.
You
got this.
Oh, it's a 13.
13?
Mm-hmm.
like you noticed the odd spacing once Kalita pointed it out to you, but like going around and kind of looking and just seeing if you can find something, checking shelves, looking at objects. Only thing seems to be the odd spacing.
Can I like kick the wall around the odd spacing?
Well, it's the
Like,
whole
like-
it's the whole cellar.
Oh.
Would it be
Because
possible
it's empty.
Would it be possible to see if I can listen into any bit of the conversation above, or is it too faint?
It's too faint. Like it's enough to be able to recognize the voices, but not enough to be able to make any words out.
Okay.
They are too far.
See, what else can I do?
I think this place is a bust, so I
Yeah.
reckon we can go get Ro and Ryan and head out. Go on to the next place. Maybe she found out some stuff that we weren't able to from them.
Okay.
I suppose that's our next plan, yeah.
So.
And we will come back to this. We were going to take a quick break because we haven't been
I
doing
just learned
that.
how to gamble.
I have to use the restroom. I don't know about anybody else, so we're gonna take a.
Oh my god! You can watch me gamble.
And you won.
We come back and Rose's just like addicted. She's just like, ha!
All I can imagine is that Ro is now forming this really weird friendship, and from below, all you can hear is, "Oh, you cheeky bastard!" I make relationships with shady old men. That sounds creepy.
That sounds awful.
I
We're
want to
friends
try
now.
and reword that one.
Okay. I make friendships with creepy old men.
Better.
Yeah, it's better.
Still weird.
Well, that's what I'm doing right now for you guys.
Somebody has to be.
It really
friends
doesn't
with
sound
the
any better.
Lord. Somebody needs to be friends with the gangs.
Alright, well, I put us back on the screen because apparently we're being very entertaining.
Are we? Are we really?
I'm eating now.
Yeah, this is the snack part of the stream. Why are you entertained?
I mean,
It's like we can all take a break time for the viewers too. They get food, we get food. We're just all eating and chilling.
I just eat during the stream uncomfortably,
What's
like
my snack? I got Rice Krispie treats.
But it's you that rolled that game and not me. I played with you and I did not do well.
I was going to show you guys my puppy, but he is sleeping.
enough!
Yeah.
Your puppy is asleep? How dare?
I went
He
to
is
see Puppy.
asleep.
Oh
He's
my gosh. The story of when I met said Puppy is just so
Oh
funny.
my god. Wow, it was so good. It was so good. Best reaction to puppy.
Oh, puppy.
Was there screaming involved?
No, there was crying though.
Oh, even better.
Yeah, we didn't tell her that we got a puppy, so she comes over and gets put into a hug where she can't see anything. So I just come up behind her with a puppy, and she turns around and just goes, "Oh my god, he's so fluffy!" And I can tell she's like starting to cry. And I'm like, "Do you want to hold him?" And she's like already taking him out of my arm.
A child.
And then every time something happened, it was so funny. He would start licking her face, and she's like, "Oh my god, puppy kissing!" I'm like, "This is beautiful."
It was like the middle of finals week, or no, it wasn't the middle of finals. Yeah, it was, because the weekend was the middle of finals week for some reason. And my jury was the next day. So I was stressed.
Puppy make everything better.
And then along comes this sweet little Birdie's mountain dog puppy.
The Newfie.
Newfie, sorry. Wrong dog.
Newfie.
I
Let
was
me see
just
if I
like...
can pull up a picture.
I was crying. I was stressed and I was crying because there was a puppy.
If you can
I want a
see
dog.
this.
Like, so bad.
That's when he got a bath.
Clean.
It's so cute.
Makes me miss when my dogs were puppies.
Cute.
My dogs
me
are
miss
old
puppy.
souls.
I miss my dog.
I want a puppy.
Alright. Whoop! I hit the wrong button. Coming back after our snack break.
Snack break.
You all were down in the cellar, minus Ryan and Ro.
I'm making friends.
Alright.
You're muted.
We're satisfied with the fact that there's nothing here, so we're leaving.
Okay.
I like partially heard it. I don't know.
Alright. So coming out of the cellar, do you guys head back into the inn?
I feel like we would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since Ro's still in there.
Sounds about right.
So you guys walk in and you hear the old man cackling
Whoa.
as he is very entertained with the game he is playing with Ro.
I feel like Kalita and all of, like, you know, Her Holiness would be like, we leave you for 5 minutes. You begin gambling.
Hey, I'm getting what we all want here.
At some point he stops placing like high stakes bets and just starts turning it into a game.
Oh yeah. I got this loaf of bread. All right, loser has to chug their beer. Let's go. How long have you guys been down there? I want to know.
5 minutes.
Okay,
5-10 minutes, somewhere around there.
All right, it hasn't escalated to that point yet.
You
I will
probably
say,
do have a
maybe,
loaf
like-
of bread, though. You probably do have a loaf of bread at this point, though.
Probably. Just like, damn straight, I won this bread.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say at some point, just because we're standing here trying to get information anyway, I probably ordered a drink so he can have one of my whatevers. And we're playing.
So that is the scene you walk in on. Ryan's just silently nibbling on a snack, just kind of watching Ro. Oh! I'm gonna guess.
Rand over! I don't know CPR!
That worked too well. That was funny.
Rand, you can't die again! Not again!
I didn't do it this time.
Died of
It's not
boredom,
my fault.
apparently.
Was that the cat, or was that just
That
chance?
was the cat.
Oh, that was the
I
cat.
just like that you stared at it while it went.
He's attacking the little tripod feet.
Yeah.
Stop clicking things. Taskbar and navigation properties, oh boy.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Anyway,
Okay. So we were gambling.
So you sit there giggling, and then he looks up and he notices the rest of the party come walking through the door, and he kind of, ready, you're back.
Oh, hey guys. Not done with you yet.
You best be. It was nice to meet you, Purple Lady.
My name's Ro.
We'll have to contact you for some time.
What can I call you? I'm sorry.
It's okay. I've got them written down. I can just choose one.
Okay.
Like, uh-oh.
I'm Riv.
It was a pleasure. This was a lot of fun.
Likewise. And then he looks over at the party. Just kind of nods.
Oh, I didn't get to ask him my other question.
What's your
Can I
other
ask him my? Okay.
You haven't
I was
left
gonna
yet.
ask if he's seen any other types of people around, say drow type people.
Thought we was done gambling.
That's what I gambled for.
for the second
No.
time.
Last one I saw was many years ago.
Fair. No. It was nice gambling with you. I kind of just chug the rest of my drink and reach out for a handshake.
Kind of looks down at it.
Understand.
It shakes your hand.
Yeah.
It's kind of sweaty and gross and
Have a good day.
Oof.
I just walk over to them like, please don't touch me.
yeah. Get. And he starts
Do it.
tumbling his way over to the two other men who were gambling earlier, who one of them has definitely passed out.
Do I recognize this bartender?
Yeah. He's much older. What you guys doing?
I made
Well,
a
if he's
swing
up
friend.
first to get out, Devin's getting out. She's not staying in there.
Yeah, I assume we could probably leave now.
Yeah.
But I would assume we would tell Ro about like what we found or didn't find in the cellar and like ask her if she found out anything.
Mhm.
And we just share the information.
He not see no drow. He knows of guy that should have died and came back. Was that what that was?
Should have died and came back.
Well, because he said that he failed the
Supposed-
job, but then he surfaced.
He was supposed
So
to be
that's-
killed, but obviously he was not
Yeah.
killed.
Oh.
So
Maybe
that's
evaded.
strange.
Okay. Weird. Okay. But I don't. Unless we want to go to every single inn, bar, pub along this strip,
Could you all follow me back inside the bar? Or the inn?
why?
Sure. I trust it.
Look, Kalina would be confused, but she'd follow.
Sure. Why? What?
I need some information.
Don't we all?
Pretty sure we milked this cow dry.
Need to know the right questions.
Okay. Okay.
You walk back in. He's not immediately in the vicinity. Or you don't see him when you walk in.
I need to search him out.
Are you all searching for him?
I would probably just hover by the door in case like he tried to like leave.
Yeah, I was gonna sit at a table.
I want one of you to tag along with me at least.
I'll
look.
follow.
Yeah.
That's two of us. Got two
We'll stay
buddies.
here in case he tries to like make a getaway. Me and Ro.
All right. Investigation
Did I find him?
checks.
Do better for me.
Ooh, never mind. I ain't helping.
6.
6.
Ooh. 9.
I mean, my total was 6. I rolled a 1.
That's the important part. Oh boy.
Yeah, that's a 1.
He's in the building. He's somewhere where you're not supposed to be.
Is he down in the cellar? I'll break it again.
Did y'all relock the door when you left?
Nobody said
didn't
anything
say.
about it.
No.
We didn't.
No.
I guess run around back and look in the cellar real quick.
Okay.
I need someone to come with me. I'm not doing it alone.
I'll go.
I suppose I'll follow.
I want to be stealthy as well.
Okay, stealth check.
Here we
20.
go.
I mean, we have to do stealth checks too.
Yep, everyone who's going.
Okay, I've done worse. 14.
Ryan?
Total 20.
Roland?
Wow.
20.
Making your way over towards the cellar door. Seems exactly the way you left it.
Do I see anybody inside?
Perception check. And if
20.
you go in, it's not with disadvantage. However, if you stay out, it is with disadvantage.
I was going in with stealth and I rolled
Okay.
a 20.
You don't see anybody.
Okay.
With your guys' original investigation check, it was like...
I guess I'll need to figure out my information another way.
since I see them walk outside and I don't want to follow, can I just like give like a look around to see if I can like notice anything like where he might have gone?
Perception check.
Ten.
You see that your mug from before is missing, but it appears that there's still the two older dudes at their table.
Well, he couldn't have gone far. We were literally right outside.
Yeah, he didn't leave.
Is there an upstairs?
I'm including that in your guys' investigation check.
Oof.
Yep. The investigation
don't
check
know
was,
anything.
was the overall. Yep. You guys rolled really low. I'm sorry.
So I assume I didn't see any like upstairs either.
You were staying downstairs, so what you could see was, the missing cup and the other patrons.
Okay.
I guess we just need to continue.
Yeah.
Okay. But we can always come back later if you you really, really want to talk to the guy. He couldn't have gone far.
I don't know if his information will help me later.
We can come back.
Do you know?
I don't know. About what time would you say it is now?
It hasn't been a super long time, so it has to still be in the afternoon.
Yeah, it's still
Yeah.
afternoon.
I don't know. What do you guys want to do?
As you said, we can't just keep going place to place.
I
Especially
don't know anybody to talk to.
Yeah.
Yeah. You said there were like nicer buildings, like that looked nicer, and then there were like sketchy buildings, or would we pass that?
Can go over there.
Yeah, there's the northern side of the Harbor District, but that's getting close to Dorman Sanctum, which I guess came out as a bad thing, but it's not a bad thing.
Okay.
AKA go over there.
It was just the way I said it. It was like a bad thing or something, which was not my intention.
Dorman Sanctum's good. Dorman Sanctum. Isn't that? I think we saw the twins there once.
You've seen the twins there once. The puzzled tree is there. Poirot is there.
I don't want to see the twins again.
I mean, maybe. I don't know if CBS would have any information or not. Ugh.
Papa.
Probably not.
Just so you know, I am constantly looking around while we're walking about the district.
Okay.
No, Vivius may.
I guess we're kind of close. Maybe. You might know something. It's been some time, and I guess we could go talk to him.
Kalita is intrigued by the various reactions of talking about meeting this guy. It's like, what? Okay.
So are we?
I would assume so.
All right.
All right.
Guess we're going to see Thebes.
All right. So you trek along the stretch of the harbor district, eventually finding yourselves in the newer buildings. Roland, you're seeing for the first time some tall buildings with nice. They're much nicer looking. A little further in, following the group, you see the two buildings that were mentioned. You see one on the right side called the Puzzled Tree, with several plants outside and a little garden, as well as a shop that says Pueros. Seems to be about a 3-story building, kind of more of a long and narrow than it is a normal building.
I'm not walking over there.
Devin is.
I'll follow.
I'll follow
Yep.
behind everybody.
We're going.
Okay, what's the marching order? No, I'm kidding.
I'm last.
Yeah, Devin is in front.
Yeah, you walk in and you're met with the smell of books. Other than the books, seems to be a relatively empty shop. Again, the long and narrow kind of situation. There seems to be a long table towards the back that leads kind of like a counter, and then behind that there's a doorway. And as you guys get closer to the front, still not greeted by anybody.
Is he here?
Oh, I'm sure he is.
Can I look at the books on the wall
Sure.
for no
I
reason?
feel like Devin would just kind of like walk up, because like isn't there like a counter space?
Yeah.
And she would just kind of like go and just on it.
Knock on it.
Yeah.
All right, you knock on it, and there's a, "Oh, my dears, I'll be right there."
Oh my god.
And Cleto and
Hood
Roland.
up.
Oh goodness, I can't remember if he's a red-skinned tiefling or not.
He
He's
is a
red-skinned.
red-
Yeah, he was a red-skinned
And
tiefling.
Devin takes her hood off to where it like
Nope.
This
I'm surprised he even
red-skinned
came in.
tiefling with his hair, like, kind of the glorious waves that seems to be coming around him. His horns kind of coming up like this, but they seem to be decorated. Kind of colorful robes about him that, mage's robes. And he comes out and he's just got this grin on his face. "Oh, my dears. Oh, it is good to see you again. What brings you back to my shop?"
well, we've
At the side of him, Claudia's just like.
I feel like I'm in here, but I'm just like off in a corner, just like not making
Hiding
direct
behind a bookshelf.
contact. I'm like, oh, this book looks real nice.
I was hoping maybe you could help us out a little bit again.
Oh, it would be my pleasure. Say, what do you have for old Thibbius?
So, for some reason, we're still looking for the missing people from the districts. We've dealt with a couple of the other situations in town, and we seem to be at a dead end with the people from the harbor district. And don't you have little birdies?
I do have little birdies. Though, if I am going to be perfectly honest, if I were to hide people, it would be in this district.
In this district?
There's so much going on, it's easy to hide.
Yeah, I noticed that seems to be where everybody went. A lot of people seem to have Either just started staying inside or not coming out at all.
Yes. Well, the spread of rumors and misinformation will often do that. And sometimes even the correct information will scare the normal sense. Scare the normal. If you know what I'm saying.
Yes. I do.
I have heard of these missing people, though. It's been kind of a problem, especially for the uppers.
Yeah.
At least
We've been gone.
at this caliber.
We've been gone for a couple weeks and they still haven't been found.
Yes, that is true. Seen the Grand Marshal in and out of the district a couple of times. Had several guards come visit my place. Making sure I wasn't doing anything mischievous.
I don't like the way you said that. Okay.
Oh, what's life without a little bit of fun, my dear?
I don't. Okay.
Hold on a moment. I'm not on your suspect list, am I?
No, you are not.
Should
No.
be.
Okay.
After our last chat, I am the last person to try to judge you of anything.
I judge you harshly.
Well, I appreciate that, my dear. At least some of us, and he just kind of eyes the room a little bit, get along very well.
I kind of look over, but then I'm like, no, it's fine.
I feel like anything you might have heard would help us tremendously.
Fortunately, I haven't heard much, at least outside of Alice's problems. Poor woman.
Alice.
Yes, the shopkeeper of the puzzled tree. I'm sure you have been there before.
Yeah.
We have.
A few times. What's wrong with Alice?
Some of her stuff keeps going missing. I'm not sure if it has anything to do with who you are looking for or what you are doing, but it has been a problem, but the dearie just likes to complain a lot. And unfortunately, I am the only one who's willing to lend her an ear sometimes, especially since we're right across the street. Frequent visits for each other.
That was so creepy.
What?
She is a good friend.
You have friends.
He kind of looks over at Ro and winks at her.
I hate everything.
I don't know. I wouldn't discount Alice's problems because whatever's going on, there's layers and levels and
Everything's connected.
definitely might have to go have a talk with her. You haven't heard anything else apart from that?
I have, but only because I get my information from some of the mages who work in the castle keep, since I used to work there myself.
Good know.
Interesting.
So I am typically kept in the loop for some things, but not all. I believe we have not met. And he looks towards the Genasi and the hooded dark elf.
Hello, I am Kalita.
Nice to meet you, my dear. And he reaches his hand out.
Don't do it.
I just will just nod at him.
Fair enough. And you?
I'll keep to myself, thank you.
Oh, the mysterious one. I like you. So, Devin, yes, I would speak to Alice if you get the chance. She's been having some trouble. I did recently, as in like this morning, go over and try to set some alarm systems for her. But since you have been there before, you shouldn't have any problem with them.
Oh. Okay.
As long as you're on good terms with her, of course.
I think we are.
I hope you guys are.
I think her and Ryan are pretty good friends.
I didn't know her name, but
Yeah.
Makes it better.
What happened to the small one?
He's held up in a library.
The quest for knowledge is never ending.
Indeed.
I'm going to say this entire conversation, Ro has awkwardly made her way to the door and is trying to leave. Especially after the wink, she was like, I'm out. I'm just...
Now, my dear, after our last conversation, I cannot help but think that perhaps you need other ways of getting around the city, or at least a different look.
Yes, I have noticed that.
Yes, I have been asked if I had heard anything about you, and unfortunately I must tell the truth. Thankfully it was just Sorella. She seems to very much like you guys.
Everybody knows.
But we have been told to keep it amongst ourselves, which I did promise you I would.
I know.
But she seemed to already know the answer before asking me the question, so...
I have a pretty solid dead giveaway.
A little bit.
Do you have anything to help with that?
Nothing that would last. Mostly just magic and delusions and modifications. I'm sure you wouldn't want to wander around looking like me.
I just feel like that would have its disadvantages right now. I'm not anything against you.
But, like I said, if you go over and speak with Alice, she might have some dyes or some herbs or something along those lines that might help you.
Perfect. Awesome.
Other than that, is there any business that we can attend to while you are here?
What does he sell again? I forget.
that's what I was going to ask as a character. Like, what do you sell?
Most common magic items. So he has healing potions. He does have weapon +1. He does actually have weapon +2, but I can't guarantee any of you will be able to afford that.
I want some healing potions.
Yeah, healing potions would be good.
How much is the +1?
Only so many spells.
Ooh, still mysterious. +1 is going to run you about 500 gold pieces. Healing potions, on the other hand...
I think they're 50, but I could be wrong.
I think they're 50 as well, and I'm just dumb.
I think so.
Am I dumb? Ick, I'm dumb. Okay.
Here, I'll look in my book.
You guys don't buy them often enough.
Actually,
Healing
no,
potions are 50 gold pieces.
That's why we fucking die all the time. Because we don't ever have healing potions.
Oh.
Yep, 50.
Okay. Devin will buy 1.
Alright. And you hand him the 50 gold pieces, and he quickly, like, kind of runs to the back and comes back in this very, like, glamorous way. and hands you the potion.
Mm.
It's always a pleasure doing business with you, my dear.
Yes, it is. I actually, like, as much as my companions don't seem to care for our interactions, you are a joy to be around.
Why, thank you.
Lovely.
You as well, when you aren't murdering people.
Well, catch me on the wrong day and we'll find out.
That will be an interesting day.
I do never want to have to cross any sort of blade with you, my friend.
May I buy a health potion too?
Well, of course. That will also be 50 gold pieces, my dear.
She's like,
Make that another.
Sounds like drink or.
At this point, Clayton's like, I hate running out of spells. I'm supposed to be a healer, dang it.
I also have cure wounds.
The great thing about potions is you can literally, like, shove it down their throat.
So
Yeah.
I know I base a lot of things off of Critical Role, but I really enjoy their playstyle. One of their rules is that it is a bonus action to take your own healing potion, however, an action to force someone else to take a healing potion. So that is how we are going to play that.
You can, yeah, it's still fun.
Because it kind of makes sense if it's just like on your person and you're like, oh shit, grab cord.
And to be like, drink it.
Drink it!
Take it.
Drink it.
It's just the potion of healing.
Yep, potion of healing.
Nifty.
Fancy.
Neato.
I'm okay, I don't need anything.
And for you, Earth Janelsi, it was one healing potion, correct? Splendid! And he walks back after taking your guys' money, so make sure you mark 50 gold.
Yep. Just did it.
And he walks back and he grabs 2 more potions and he sets them down. Well, I only have a few left. However, if you're in need of some more, can always ask Miss Alice if she would make some for me.
I feel like we might be okay for right now.
To doing business with you.
And you as well. It is a pleasure to meet you.
Likewise.
It's good to see you're doing good. Oh, we've been away. But we're gonna go check on Alice.
Thank you. And I mean that
And
sincerely.
And I'm sure you know how to get a hold of me if you ever need anything.
I have my ways.
I'm sure you do. And Devin, like, nods and turns to leave, pulling her hood over her head.
Alright. You guys leaving?
Yep.
Yep.
I was like, I'm gone.
See, they're leaving, and I'm like, oh, look at the time. We really.
Rose, like, leaving? I've already left.
It's like he winked at me, and I felt gross.
Alright. So you guys cross the street together.
Yeah.
He really wants your microphone.
I don't think you're just holding him.
He's trying to adjust.
I see a little Toby.
So cute.
He has adorable little pink ones.
This is the calmest I've ever seen him.
I feel like that's just because he can't move.
Yeah, he's like,
His head
I
is
don't know,
high by the microphone.
It's like, I can't.
What are you, comfy? Okay.
Mother.
mother help.
Mother, help. Oh, you betray.
Alright, so you guys go into the puzzle tree.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. You open the door, and there doesn't seem to be anyone in there currently until you hear this running coming from the stairs. And you watch as the halfling woman you met before with her staff, comes running up the stairs. Help
Hello.
Hi.
Oh! It's you again.
It's you again. Yes.
His eye.
Trying to imagine some noble like being like, it's his eye.
Kind of like they call me Tim.
My name is blah, 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 but Tim for short.
What do you want this time?
Thievius sent us. He said you were having issues.
Oh, yes. My supply keeps getting stolen, and I don't know how they keep getting in here. Stealing my outside stuff, too.
What items have they stolen?
Some of my plants. A lot of my ingredients.
Yes. What are these plants used for?
Many things.
I recognize.
She starts listing off several of her herbs and her plants.
So nothing.
Brian, you kind of recognize some of them, most of them you don't. As she starts talking about ones that help heal burns or help with eyesight, and then others that could potentially like heal, help with sleep, or things like that, or possibly ones that if made wrong could be a deadly poison, or all of these possibilities. But eventually she gets to the end of her list and turns around. You wouldn't have know anything about this, do you?
We just got back in. We've been away.
A lot of help you are.
Well, we're here to help now.
How long has this been happening?
Since before you showed up.
Like
Now or the
before?
first time?
Do you remember the first time it happened?
Couple months ago.
How long is
If I get my hands on those snakes, I'm gonna wring them dry. She starts bonking her staff on her head a little bit.
She's crazy.
Can I stop the staff so she stops bonking her head?
She just kind of looks up at you.
Well, we're kind of aiding in a couple of investigations, I guess, going on. And when we heard about these herbs and things going missing from your shop, it's piqued our interest. So we definitely want to help you in any way we can.
Find out who's doing this. That'll help.
How often do they tend to go missing? Is it a nightly thing or weekly or?
Not a nightly. I can't really put a definition onto time-wise. I just know that on occasion, it doesn't happen often. Mostly in big clusters. They show up one night, take a bunch, and then leave, disappear. Nothing happens for a while. Then they show up again. Huh?
When was the last time you remember it happening?
4 days ago.
4 days.
They don't leave anything behind?
Footprints in my garden, trampling all over the herbs. Don't know what they're doing. Disrespecting the plants.
What do the footprints look like?
Would you let us go look at your garden?
Or did you fix it already?
Tried to.
Did they cause that much damage to your plants?
trample them, run over them. Complete disregard for anything that I've been growing.
Seems rather rude for people that are coming to steal your stuff. Huh?
You're welcome to check out the garden. Can't do any more harm.
We'll still be careful.
I'll take your word on that.
I'm not even going in. Don't even look at me.
Garden investigation.
I would like to go investigate the garden and see if there's any footprints left.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
All right. Everyone who is in the garden, investigation checks, please.
Devin is outside the garden because she's keeping her promise that
for
she will not
fuck's
put
sake.
any plants. So she's like
Oh
on
my
the
God.
edge.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Can I do survival to check the footprints?
Yes.
16?
Top to bottom for people who, I mean, Devin, you can roll as well if you want to.
Yeah.
Outside the garden.
I'm just not in the garden. Ooh. 9.
9. Kalita.
13.
Ryan.
11.
Rolling.
16 survival.
And Ro.
4.
4. Oh goodness, who was the highest out of that? I didn't keep any of that. Oh my gosh, what's wrong with me?
The 16
16.
from Roland.
So that's the survival.
Survival? Oh, yeah.
Because
He's
he's
looking
looking
at the
specifically at the footprints.
Oh, that's what I said I was doing.
Oh, then that would have been survival.
Should I re-roll it then?
If you're like okay. If you're like
I'm
investigating the
investigating.
garden to see like possibly like finding the footprints, but at the same time also like investigating what plants have been trampled, where they might have gotten in, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Survival's more
of
of like the tracking of said footprints.
Okay, I'll just leave the 11 then.
Okay. So with those, these footprints are everywhere.
They don't lead out anywhere.
There seems to be 2 points where they enter and exit. But it's a good number of footprints. They seem to be boots. Devin, with your investigation outside, this area is kind of fenced, but it's fenced by a halfling woman who set this up herself.
Right. So for like a human, it would be relatively easy to get over this fence without like damaging the fence. Okay.
Ryan, it kind of hurts your soul a little bit because when she said trampled, she meant trampled.
Poor plants. Can I go and make a couple of them bloom? The
Yes.
flowers. I'm gonna go do that real quick, just for fun.
Are you using Druidcraft?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So Ryan kind of goes through to try and like help some of these come like pick themselves back up.
Aw. Sweet.
You grew a cat.
Oh,
Damn
goody. You should have just left it.
Yeah.
Ow! No.
Seems fitting we're talking about a garden and plants, and the cat named Leaf is just running rampant on your lap in your desk.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But that is so far what you guys find.
And like, no, but so there's just like a bunch of footprints. We can't like distinguish how many there are. Nobody rolled high enough to try that, or
with the survival rolls, roughly between 2 and 5.
Can we see how they're like getting in the building, or does that not really like show anywhere?
Getting in the building or getting into the garden?
Well, because I guess they're stealing stuff from the outside, but didn't she say that they were also stealing stuff from the inside? Or was it just the outside?
You'd have to run in and ask Alice, but her response would be, I'm kind of like brevity.
Yeah.
They did break into the building once, but most of the time they're out in the garden.
Okay. Interesting. We need a ranger.
I can't track these footprints to anywhere.
Well, it goes from the soft soil of the garden to the hard ground of the city, which does eventually turn into cobblestone.
All right.
It has been 4 days.
what happened 4 days ago?
Did we see at least like what size the footprints were? Or did I miss that?
No. They seem actually pretty large.
Pretty large.
Probably a man's footprint. A man's boot.
Like a human man?
Any medium-sized creature, probably, yeah.
Okay.
So humans in that list.
Plot twist. It was the other store owner.
It was Livius.
Yes.
He said it wasn't him, guys.
Yeah.
God.
Like, if we knew when they'd come back, we could do a stakeout, but we don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
She
they
said
have
it
them so
wasn't.
spread out.
I mean, if it was 4 days ago, they might come back tonight, but
Might. I mean, we could take like shifts and see if we want to do that.
I mean, that would just mean us camping out over here and like keeping watch.
Basically.
And then walking like all the way back to the city.
Not a fun idea.
I just don't know what to do.
yeah, I'm not sure. Because I'm sure she knows there are footprints, but
Look what we found.
the thing you already knew we found.
And there's no, like, we couldn't find any other items. Nothing.
Can I check around the like door frames, or like if there's like a window, and see if there's any sign of like how they would have gotten in the one time?
Investigation check, please.
10.
10? Honestly, any of these would be an option. There's 2 oh goodness. there's a couple of big windows. Like there's a corner of the house that's basically just a window, but you see a lot of the plants and pots and baskets that are in that area. There is another window on the opposite side of the house. And then there's the front door, which I believe someone has picked that lock before.
Who
would that be?
Not me. I
don't
just
pick
got
locks.
stuck talking to her.
I don't think I did that, so that wasn't me.
Wasn't it? Oh,
It was our
frick, I
other
heard-
rogue.
Yeah, it was our other
rogue.
rogue.
Grr.
Whose name is escaping me right now.
Yep,
Radian.
Yeah, that's right.
Raiden.
Radian.
We could talk to her about possibly doing like a stakeout, and like see her opinion on it. But
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess we could. I mean, would we all be willing to take turns and do it?
There is no guarantee that they would come.
None whatsoever.
Nope, and it could take a long time.
We don't have any other leads.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're right.
All right.
She does have the new alarm system too. She just got this morning.
Doesn't mean
Yeah.
it work.
I mean,
Yeah,
it
that's
worked
true.
when we walked in.
I think that's just her
Well, I'm
hearing
assuming
us
they
and
wouldn't work.
freaking out.
Like, walk in, yeah.
You get a sense, knowing this crazy old halfling, that was probably just her.
Yeah.
So,
I think we should talk to her.
I'm getting a lot of yawns. Sorry, guys.
I'm tired.
no, I'm. Ugh.
All right, going
We
back
are
inside. She's sitting there tending to some of the plants that are inside instead. Anything?
We found footprints.
Nothing new.
We have maybe a decent idea of how many there were, but
Better than what I had.
And you hadn't seen them at all, or even caught a glimpse of them?
I did the second time they came around.
What did they look like? Or what did you see?
I'm not sure this is gonna help, but a man with a hood running away. I only saw one of
I
them.
can just... Mhm.
Looked pretty typical to me.
Typical human about?
I'd say so, yeah.
Okay.
I might have hit
Did
him with
you
one of my
recognize what he was doing?
daggers.
wait, what?
Did you recognize what he was wearing?
Dark clothes. A hood.
Did you say you may have hit him with one of your daggers?
Yeah. I think I threw like 6 daggers at him. And probably only hit him once.
Where?
A little further
On
past the
him.
garden.
Do we want
Where-
to see if there's like a blood stain over there? Or
Might be a blood trail.
Maybe.
Where at did you hit him? Like on his body?
It's dark. It's very dark, and I was just trying to get him out.
Fair.
yeah.
Unwelcome
Which
intruder.
direction did he run to?
Towards the district.
Oh, great. The great big crime district.
I realized how much that is exactly what came off when I was speaking.
Well, maybe we can go back out and see if we can find anything with our new information. But we did have, kind of a question.
I have kind of an answer.
Cheeky.
I guess it's more of a proposition. Would you be willing to let us sort of stake out here to try to help catch these people?
We don't mind sleeping outside.
I've slept in worse places.
Fair enough.
Because we want to help you. So, just with your permission, your garden means a lot to you, I'm sure. So.
Whoa, you're not sleeping in the garden, are you?
No, we want to just make sure you're okay with
outside of the garden.
Yes.
Okay.
Will
All right.
But if I find out one of you didn't, and she's just kind of holding up her staff, pointing it at you guys.
I literally have not even gone into your garden.
I made your flowers bloom.
You did?
Yeah.
They're quite beautiful. You should see.
She kind of hobbles her way out the door to go see it herself. Couple minutes pass, she comes back in, holding her staff. She puts it against your chin and tilts it up. How did you do that? What you?
Bad for the flowers.
Witchcraft. She just
What? Doesn't she do magic?
Her neighbor.
She just kind of watching all of your reactions. She just kind of smirks at you and you might be useful. Starts walking back over to the project she was working on.
It's like, this woman is Patty.
She's
crazy.
To actually ask her what I need. I'm afraid to ask her for something I need.
That a little halfling woman is intimidated our entire party who are all
Pretty much.
She intimidated frickin' the 6.5 foot tall dragonborn. Granted, that's not hard to do,
but Devin would very slowly and gingerly come up and be like, I actually did need something.
What do you want?
Thievius told me you had dyes.
I do. Are you purchasing?
Yeah?
Ah! I can help you here. And she goes back. She puts down her project and she turns around.
I'm gonna go stand outside. So Ro just leaves.
I surprised myself with that one. Oh my god. I love this.
You're way too happy that we came back to these two people. I can feel it through this.
yes.
I can feel it through the Discord call that you're just yes.
What's wrong with being proud of NPCs I've created?
You're the best NPCs.
You're like one of them.
I'm glad you guys like this.
Just be prepared for us to always want to come see them every time we're here.
I was like, oh my gosh, I have to see. What's the lady's Alice?
Alice.
Yes,
I have to check on Auntie Alice.
Oh, hold up, let me.
She has to think for a minute, guys. Hold on. Don't make her laugh.
I'm trying to figure out a price. It's just an herb.
We've been breaking the system today.
Yeah, you have. But I've been breaking
And
you,
on
so that
EXC
doesn't
it's
help.
not working.
It's true.
Okay. What color are you looking for?
Like a darker color?
How dark?
Like dark.
Dark.
And something that will last.
Yes. Yes. She freezes for a second and just like stares off into space. Ah, yes! And goes off in the other. She's doing a lot of walking around. She does not seem to have a system other than her plants. Like, her plants are very organized, but everything else around her is just chaos.
Devin is not moving. Devin is in the same place.
She walks over to a little jar she has. That looks very similar to the jar that screams, but I mean, they're jars. They'll do that. They'll look similar.
I think they'll scream.
And she pulls it out, and she starts going through it, and she's like, "Alright, I have this."
Okay.
You mix it with some warm water, and then you just plaster it over your hair.
Henna?
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for, basically.
Yeah.
Great. Awesome. And it'll last?
For a while. It's not permanent.
Good enough. I mean, it's better than like an illusion or something.
If it makes you feel any better, the red that's in my hair is henna, and I did it in November of last year.
Yeah, henna does not come out.
Nope, it stains.
No,
It's been, yep.
that's fine.
Fair enough.
Devin's just never done this before, so.
There'll be 8 gold pieces, dearie.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she hands it over.
She kind of takes the gold, and she just kind of looks at it. Yeah.
What? What's wrong with it?
Well, remember the last time you guys paid her, you gave her a sack of like 50 gold coins, and she just kind of took it. It was like,
Yeah. She's my favorite.
And she just kind of goes, "I'll start the water." She walks over to the fireplace and stokes a fire and starts
We're doing it now.
Are we doing this now?
Well, why not?
Okay, just hold on 1 second. And Devin like pulls a smaller-ish knife from her pocket, like amongst her bags, and she takes her ponytail, which is like it's decently long now because it's been a while, and she just kind of like grabs it at like the nape of her neck, and she just chops it off.
Oh.
So she now has very short hair, like probably like right along her jawline, and it's like, yeah, it's very messily cut, but it looks very different from what it was before. And she kind of like shakes it loose, and she just like looks at her braid of her like long white hair that she's been growing for like years now, and it's just like, okay, now
Can I have that?
Um,
I'll give you back some gold pieces.
you want my hair?
Yes. And she kind of begrudgingly kind of grabs like 3 of her gold pieces, and she's like,
So glad I'm outside.
I'm
So glad I'm
scared.
inside.
What are you gonna do with it?
"Potions."
I heard lotion.
It's moisturizing.
It's always important to condition. That's hair. Okay, yes, Devin will sell her like 7 inches of hair.
Magic lotion.
You regain 4 gold pieces.
Okay, honestly though, I feel like lotion made out of Devin's hair would just make you like, you put it on your skin, it's like super like, whoo.
I'm so powerful.
Yeah.
She goes back to the water in the fireplace,
Okay.
eventually telling you to shed your armor
Yeah.
and pop a squat on the floor.
Yeah. Devin does intentionally keep like a little streak of it, like maybe about this much of like it white. Just
Okay.
she can't get rid of it, but everything else she's like, okay.
All right, you are stuck there for like the next hour. Everyone else, what you doing?
I'm just outside hanging out, maybe checking for suspicious behaviors. I peek back in and I'm like, yep, they're fine.
Okay.
I'm gonna look through the herbs that she's got.
Okay.
The curiosity, Kalita, just like walking around, you're like, do you have a basement?
Yes, I do. But it's my personal living quarters.
So you live there. You're like down there like often? I mean, not to
I
sound
thought I
weird.
was supposed to be the crazy one.
If you've seen the things I've seen, you'd ask these same questions.
Do you live there on a daily basis or bi-weekly, or is this like a time share kind of thing?
Is there anyone else that goes down there? You know what? Never mind. And like,
Any like I don't know, redskin tieflings? You know, I don't know.
What are you hinting at here?
That was a joke. Devin did not say that.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Devin does not care about
Oh
anybody's
my
sex
gosh.
life.
Vivius and Alice would be a force to
If that ever happens, I will save that poor woman.
Abuse the elderly.
I'm gonna start blowing on my pan flute because why not?
Okay. Roland, what you doing? I know you said something. I apologize.
I'm just watching the door.
Okay. The hour eventually passes. Dinner time comes around. You all begin to snack on provisions and
the plants.
yeah.
We
Drink some
eat her
water.
plants.
No, don't eat
Don't
her
eat the
plants.
plants.
Don't eat the plants.
She would murder you.
Yeah, she would.
Some of those
You
may
would
kill
die.
you. Don't eat the plants.
That too.
Someone starts to reach for one of the plants, and Ryan's just like, no.
Please don't.
Not that one.
Not any of them, please.
Right.
Eventually, she finishes putting the dye in your hair, and she just kind of takes a linen and that is pretty splotchy to begin with anyways, and kind of wraps your head in it and ties it, and she's like, don't touch any metal, understand? Or at least don't let your hair touch any metal. Don't do it. I'm not dealing with that fire.
Fire.
She... Paige gets what I'm saying.
This is why I'm still outside.
If you, that's why, you know, normal hair dyes, you kind of put like aluminum on it and you fold the aluminum up. Henna, you're supposed to wrap saran wrap around your head and put like a hat on, because henna and metal have a very toxic reaction to each other and will start burning.
But not with fire. But like, that's funny.
Yeah.
James.
Okay. How long do I keep it on for?
Couple hours.
As long as you can handle.
You go above 4 hours and results don't seem to change after that amount of time.
Yeah.
We're gonna be
Okay.
sticking out. She's gonna be getting her hair did.
Yep.
Devin's like, it look, at least it looks different now, and she's like, we'll just put her cloak.
Oh, it's wrapped up. Yeah, you can put your cloak
Yeah.
on, but your hair is all wrapped up right now.
Yeah. So.
How are you guys setting up camp outside?
Guess we are.
Yep. We're all ready for a sleepover now. We're like, okay,
Woo.
we're doing our hair.
Damn a party.
Devin's like, I'm not going back in there to deal with her.
I'll just peek in and be like, "You guys still good? Cool." I'm sure I come in at some point, but
You guys make your way outside, begin setting up a camp. You just sit down and get comfortable when Thyvius, in far less decorative robes, more like evening clothes, comes out. And he's holding a rather large plate, and he sets it down, and I know how much some of you like to eat, so I may have brought you some food, should any of you want it.
I didn't get to hide this time.
He's looking at Devin.
Good.
Thanks. I would appreciate it.
You're welcome. Alice may not have the best hospitality, unlike myself, but she's a good woman. But if you ask me, some good food with some good friends is always the best way to spend a night.
Yeah.
He kind of looks over at all of you, and he's like, well, this is awkward. I am going to leave you now. Feel free to deal with that how you will. Have a good night. And he turns around and he heads back into his home.
I can't believe I owe him a favor.
I think you're his new favorite.
Good. So are we just hanging out in camp?
Yeah, I guess we're all just chilling.
Yep.
Me too.
Devin does nibble, but she doesn't eat anything. She just nibbles.
I'll eat.
Are there like bushes nearby the garden?
Yeah.
I would like to sit in them,
Okay.
staring at the garden.
I was like, what's he doing?
He did bring over, if anyone is interested, kind of like bread, some what looks like roasted vegetables, some sort of meat that seems to have been seasoned and then cooked.
I definitely eat some. Like,
Meat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Devin takes like a couple pieces of bread and just nibbles on it while she's chilling.
Yeah. I'm gonna play my lute.
The sounds of Rose
Take, like-
lute begin to fill the air. Make a performance check, actually. I'm interested.
Hell yeah. That's my specialty.
How bad did you
Roll a
play?
1.
No!
Garbage.
It'd still be a 9.
That's still a nat 1.
Aha, I rolled an 18, so that's a 26.
Nice.
There's a beautiful song that comes from Ro. As you are all sitting, waiting by the fire. Or not the fire, I should say. Just kind of sitting, hanging out with each other in, I guess, an awkward silence that seems to have followed.
I feel like we would be chatting.
yeah, I think we're pretty chill now with each other.
Yeah, like we've been traveling for a little bit. We just, I mentioned like it's really weird being out and about without Nolki.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't have to babysit anybody.
There's no screaming when I'm trying to sleep.
It's very quiet.
Throwback.
It's just, it's weird.
Did we want to do anything to pass the time?
I mean, I have a set of dice. I don't know why I've never brought it up before, but I have a set of dice.
I learned how to play cards.
Does anyone have cards?
Is it still
I don't
just
have
like
cards,
evening?
but I have dice.
Yeah, it's still evening-ish. Like, it's starting to get dark, but it's still pretty light outside. Like, you can see the sunset going. Wait,
Okay.
northeast, south. Yeah, you can see the sunset actually falling over the water
Pretty.
because you guys are along the coast.
Hmm. I would say that Devin probably gets like kind of like entranced in just watching the sun set on the horizon because it's been a minute since she's seen one, and she like is distracted by it. So any conversation, anything happening, she's only like half paying attention to.
Did we want to play? We can play. Be fun.
Yeah, let's play.
Play.
We'll play.
How do we play?
I don't know.
Ro, would you like to teach them how to play your dice game?
You guys want to gamble?
Sure. That's always nice to
Right.
learn new tricks.
Claida's like
My
her
loot
like
back on
inner
my back.
child, and then like she's like, "Oh, I will play."
Don't worry. We'll gamble like rocks. These rocks. That's pretty rock.
Rocks?
I'll gamble his bread. You guys can have it. So you have D8 and a D6 and a D4,
D8, D6, D4. Okay.
which means here I'll draw you some cards.
Well, you separate it into, or there's like a pile in the middle or something along those lines. You draw from a pile, essentially.
Okay.
Okay. I have a D4.
And then roll the D8 first, but don't
While
don't
this is
say
all going
anything.
on, I'm still in the bush staring at the garden.
Okay.
D4.
I love it.
And then you roll a D6. Don't say
Kind of
anything.
casually listening in on what's going on as well.
Don't say anything.
Are you guys still gambling rocks?
Awesome.
Sure, why not?
I'm just taking off bits of the bread and just throwing it.
There we go.
Using the plate that Phineas brought over to.
Gamble this bread. And then you roll the D4. And then whoever has the highest out of all the numbers. I'll start. I rolled a 2, a 3, and 4.
So that is 4, 7,
the total?
9. That is 9.
Yeah.
9.
Oh, I got 13, homies. With a 3, a 6, and a 4.
I rolled a 7. With a 3, a 1, and a 3.
Yeah.
I got 10, a 1, a 5, and a 4.
Oh dang!
I think
Got a 1 on my 8.
7-1 gambling.
You get the rocks.
I
There you
get
go.
rocks.
get the rocks and the piece of bread.
Yee.
Want to play again?
Rocky
Sure.
bread.
I assume we continue this throughout the evening.
Yeah.
Alright. You start placing interesting bets. Like, eventually,
Like,
no one knows where the toenail came from, but a toenail gets tossed into the pile.
Not mine. Well, I mean, not mine.
What
Definitely not
species
mine.
of toenail is it?
It just kind of appeared amongst the rocks. I'm just trying to be
Gross.
gross and be like, you guys aren't even paying attention to what's being bet. You're just having fun playing with the cards.
I eventually run out of bread.
Devin goes like, all right, if I lose this one, I'll do like 15 push-ups.
I don't exercise.
Oh, wait. There's 5 of you that are playing this? No, there's 4 of you.
Yeah.
4.
Yeah, there's 4 of us playing.
Ryan wins that one.
God damn it.
You get a toenail.
So Devin just like shrugs. She's like, I bet you bet. And she just starts doing like push-ups.
I don't see what anyone else gets out of that. But
It's been a long minute since Devin has done push-ups.
We just get to
Like,
watch
she's
Devin's
like,
arms at work.
yeah, like
Her
you can physically
without
see
her
it.
armor, Devin has a pretty like kind of bulky physique.
She's muscular, but yet like she's not fat, but she's not tiny either. Like you could definitely tell that she's like fit. But you can see as she's doing push-ups, she's like favoring her. Like she doesn't. She's obvious. She's like, you can tell she's trying to do them better than she's currently doing them, and something is keeping her from doing them the way she wants to do them, and she's getting angry and not being able to do these push-ups. And so she's
Are you
like,
good? She's okay. Well, look, I can't even do one push.
No, she's
You
like
watch
sweating
Ro get on the
red.
ground to do a push-up and just kind of go.
She's like red-faced, and she like rotates her shoulder, like, okay, maybe I shouldn't do those kind of bets anymore.
You good?
Yeah, I'm fine. It's been a minute. It's been a minute.
Maybe you should do that like more often. For like,
Maybe I should.
considering what you do is knocking people over.
I can help
Yeah.
you too. I can join you. Be your workout buddy.
we can just have a workout club, guys. Just be the beefiest, like.
I have strength.
Strong Girl Club.
Yeah.
Ryan, I want you to make an athletics check for me, please.
Me?
Yes.
An athletics check?
To be fair, you are the one in the party who has died.
How about 22?
22. You start doing push-ups and you're like, actually, this isn't going as bad.
She's like, come on.
You get to about 22 before you're like, okay, I gotta stop. Okay. Yes.
Hey, it's better than me, man. I didn't even do 15.
Kalita's just like, how many can I do? Just go like,
We're all just sitting there doing push-ups.
Make an athletics check.
And I'm just like struggling to get off the ground.
Actually, Ro, also make an athletics check.
Owen's just in the bushes shaking his head.
You're too good to play with the rest of your party members?
I'm trying not to scare these
I
things.
rolled a nat 20.
Okay.
And that puts it at 21.
wow.
You start
No
doing
push-ups,
push-ups,
my ass.
and you're like, you start breathing heavily as you get through them, and eventually you stop and you're like, how many did I get? And everyone's just looking at you like,
A lot.
yeah. What happened to not being able to do push-ups?
I kind of just like dissociated. Just like,
It was like
Yeah,
one of
I
those
glazed
fight or
over.
flight things, and your body just chose to fight.
Hey, Kalita, what did you roll?
I rolled a nat 3, so that makes it a 5.
With your armor on, you go to do one push-up, and then, like, suddenly the armor's pinching some of your skin, and you're just like, ow, 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 ow.
Ow, ow. Like, I'm a solid girl. I'm like solid rock, okay? It's a lot of weight.
I'm so
Yeah.
happy I rolled a nat 20.
Maybe the nat 20 was more like, oh, she did one. Falling.
How many did I do? One. Yes.
You did great though.
It was a great one. Like, textbook.
Nailed it.
Perfect form. We're all just like, mwah.
It was the best one.
Eventually, evening begins to fall upon you all as the sun has set and darkness has come over. Who's doing
Probably
what?
see.
Still sitting in
Probably.
the bush.
Watch.
Yeah.
More watching. Proper watching.
Okay.
I'll take a watch.
First watch.
I mean, if everyone's watching, I'll be sleeping.
First watch, please roll a perception check for me.
$19.
19. You find yourself quite comfortable where you are, even like keeping watch, even if it's in the city. A little chilly enough to be like wrapping a blanket around yourself. The sounds of the harbor have died down but aren't dead yet. There's almost a lullaby to the air. And you don't seem to notice anything. The night is peaceful where you are at. People going to bed. A couple of the mages from the sanctum, as they're heading to their homes, if they simply work at the sanctum, kind of give you all a very odd look as they pass. One of them even just kind of arcs an eyebrow. Are you comfortable?
Quite, thank you.
Fair enough. And continues walking. But eventually, your eyes kind of start to droop as you get tired. It's time for second watch.
I'm meditating in the bush. I'm not getting it.
I can take
I'll do it.
second.
Okay, Ryan. You're better at perception than me.
Okay. Second watch. 9.
9. Okay.
Just out of curiosity. Oh, mine was a 5. Yeah, okay.
A similar kind of comfort. You're alert, but don't feel any sense of danger as the night continues on. Actually, by the way, were you... No, it's not a full night of sleep, so never mind, you're good. You're fine. The night continues
Tell
on.
Auntie Row.
Is there a third watch or no?
I can.
Okay. Eventually, once you start to feel the air change as the third night comes through, it switches from Ryan to Kalita.
That's a
Perception check.
15.
15?
Mm-hmm.
Can I also be on the third watch?
Sure.
Since. Oh, never mind. 8.
8. Okay, thank you. You are drawn once again to the glowing around Devon's neck, just like, the hell?
Again.
But the night passes without issue, and eventually the sound of the city awakening once more reaches your ears. You hear a very... As soon as the sun starts to rise, you hear a very loud bang come from the front.
And Devin jerks awake, like...
Same.
Now she wakes up.
And you just see Alice sitting there, standing there with her staff, just looking around like...
What happened?
And she just turns and closes the door behind her as she walks back into her house.
What the fuck?
Banging the alarm?
What?
The alarm system. Was that what the bang was, or is it just Alice?
That was just Alice opening the door.
Oh. I I was just like, did we miss it?
Did we fuck up? Dang. Okay.
Well, I'm awake now.
Yeah.
I guess by day we search for missing people, by night we camp out.
Woo.
Whew. Well, now what?
Well, we saw nothing. We should probably tell Alice. Although
Yeah.
she seemed
I don't want to
confused.
tell her anything. I think she's figured out nothing happened.
Devin, I think you could just assume that every night your necklace glows. Just so you know.
I'll be surprised when it doesn't glow.
Yeah, same.
Or if it changes color.
Yeah, no, I really like that purple. Like, it's pretty.
I've never seen it, so I wouldn't know.
It suits you well. Just take my word for it.
I'm just gonna walk inside.
Do you want to walk inside though?
I guess I'll knock
does not
before I
go.
walk inside.
Devin's staying outside. Devin's like, no, I'm not. I can't deal with this.
You
So I'm just
knock,
gonna knock like
and eventually Alice comes to the door. She kind of opens it and peeks out the corner, and she's like, ah! She opens the door.
hello.
Hello!
So we saw nothing.
Well, what good does that do?
That's what I was thinking. So they seem very sporadic, so it's really hard to tell when they will be here,
I think that's kind of the point.
unfortunately. So I don't know what the plan is from here.
I don't know.
Could search the city and camp again.
Look for an injured person.
Did we just completely forget about the thing that she mentioned where she might have hit one of them with a dagger?
Yeah.
That's what I said. We can look for an injured
We
person.
said something
Yeah.
about following a blood
I
trail,
said-
and then we didn't do it.
We forgot to do that. Let's look at where she.
I figured in our investigation we would have seen that, but okay.
We only investigated the
Go.
garden, not
Okay.
outside where she hit him.
Well, we can go look for a blood trail then. But I was just gonna say we look for an injured person, but
Okay. Investigation checks.
I'm actually gonna try this time.
All right. Devin.
I should not have tried. It's a 4.
Kalita.
Better than
12.
Ryan.
Hold up, you do the math. 17.
Roland.
3.
Ro.
14.
All right. Wow, we're really missing our mage now, aren't we?
Yeah.
I can't find it, but I could probably follow it.
Ryan, you've spotted. It's old. Well, oldish. And it's been dried and kind of dusted over a little bit, but you do find a blood spatter. And a dagger.
Is there a blood trail?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a blood trail following Ryan, who spots it and sees it as it goes along. Following it will require a survival check.
May I also assist in helping with that?
Yes. So the two of you.
8.
That'd be a 15.
15? And
Uh-huh.
it was an 8, Roland? Ryan, you actually managed to follow it easy enough. It's a wound that would not stop bleeding, even when, if covered or held. It seems to have dripped, so she did him pretty good.
You go, halfling lady.
But as it continues further in the city, it eventually becomes harder and then harder to spot until eventually you find yourself in confusion. However,
Where
the
do
path
we end up?
you end up a little further south It seems to be trying to avoid the keep. Going around taking back alleys. Till eventually it just kind of, like, it becomes harder to follow and more sparse until you can't follow it anymore.
So, like, no general idea about where it might be going.
Further down the Harbor District, where you guys were once before.
Okay.
But almost borderline Cogswell.
Interesting.
Weird.
And that is where we are going to end this evening.
Following blood trails.
Oh boy.
Fun times.
Following blood trails back to the place where we were.
Going in circles.
Yeah.
Circles, circles.
Hey, but sometimes, you know, those circles eventually get smaller and smaller and smaller until you find the right place.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, question. Is that like what is on the Roll20? Because there's just a bunch of circles.
No, I was looking at all of your guys' spells, and after the last encounter we had, I was like, I should probably make a couple of these so I can just, like, copy and paste them. So they're all measurements for spells that you guys have.
Ooh, art. Like that.
I was also definitely like, wait a minute. Nulky has a familiar now.
Oh god, yeah, I forgot about that.
And
Oh, is that what that?
Ryan has a literal flaming ball of fire. So I was like, I should make these.
Yes.
So, but yeah, no, this is exciting.
And a cone of fire too.
Exciting, even though it's confusing.
Yeah.
That is.
It's a mystery.
That's D&D in a nutshell.
Also, like, I meant to say, like, I feel like,
oh crap! Your hair does
Devin-
eventually get washed out. I'm sorry. I was like,
yeah, he would have definitely tried to, like, I guess tighten up some of, like, the trimmings of it to where it actually looks better. Not just, like,
you can ask for
half
help
off.
on that.
Yeah, so, I'm assuming that we did during the...
Yeah.
that Devin did ask for help.
Devin is now sporting a very rich, deep brown in her hair, with the exception of the white streak that comes across the front.
But yeah, it's very like pixie bob, but got like some very choppy layers to make her hair look different than the
Time
long,
to Emma's paint your picture.
than the long white braid that she did.
I'm working on it. I'm trying to do art and I'm failing, but dang it, I'm gonna try.
Whenever I picture Devin in my head, like, I know this isn't like super accurate, but I always imagine like Cara Dune from The Mandalorian. She's
No,
like,
I mean that's kind of accurate, but like
that's kind of
white
what I
hair.
picture. Yeah.
But like white hair and like bright green eyes.
Yeah.
Like, a long
Yeah.
time ago, I drew a picture, and the more I look at it, the more I'm like, huh, that would be kind of like Sorayla.
It's really pixely for me.
I
Yeah.
apologize.
I can
Send a
kind of see
pic
it.
on the chat.
Will do.
Pixar, it didn't happen.
Oh, and I drew Efla.
It's
Oh,
really clear
yeah.
on the
Oh,
stream.
Yes.
Herb.
But yeah, no, Devin's very much like a beefy Siri.
Oh,
from
and I drew
Witch.
Skyda. I forgot I drew Skyda from when I played on the DM layer.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Anyways, tangent. Thank you everyone for being here. Hi, Coffee Man!
Oh, Coffee Man!
Yay, Coffee Man!
I was very
Oh,
distracted. I
hope you didn't
apologize.
just get here. I hope you did not just get here because we were wrapping up.
No, he's been
I
here
think we've
for.
been here for like an hour.
That's
But
the hair thing, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
So the boring-ish part of
Yeah.
the stream.
I always feel
We
like
were
I'm
camping.
boring you guys, but then I'm like, I need to let them figure out this puzzle. I need to let them figure out this
Nah.
puzzle.
At least for me, I'm just bad at these puzzles.
Sometimes we're
Yeah.
stupid. Like,
But that is
Yeah.
okay. You guys will figure it out. You're getting closer. You're getting closer and closer.
We'll get there.
I'll make it.
So I apologize for the heavy RP session. But yeah, we'll have our
More like
mage
a
next
gold
week.
distribution session.
Gold
Uh-huh.
distribution session. Yes, you guys got paid.
yep.
I got more money.
I
got-
spent a lot of money.
Hey, healing potions are good to have, man.
I sold
They
my
are.
hair to a weird plant lady. That's weird.
I'm
If
really
you
glad
start like
that
feeling pain out of nowhere, she made a voodoo doll.
I'm glad that you like Thybius. I always feel bad because I'm like playing this very like extravagant character who just kind of says what's on his mind, and then I'm like, well, I'm pissing people off.
I love Thievius, but Devin as a character does not know how to handle him.
Yeah. No, like as an NPC, he's awesome and I love him. But as a character, I'm like, you can fuck right off, my guy.
Like, because Devin, growing up, she never dealt with anybody like him before, so she just doesn't know how to handle it.
I feel like
I don't know
same with
either, and
Kalina,
I'm
but she
playing
just thinks
him.
it's funny. She's just like,
He is a little bit of a joke. Anyways, have
See,
a
but
good
she-
night, stream. I'm gonna try and end this because we ended